It's okay to be different. It's okay to not look like the normal person. It's okay to get outside your comfort zone and be courageous. Even if people don't like it, as long as it's positive, then you should press forward with it. My name is Griffin, and I'm a bodybuilder. When I was 17, 18, I developed this condition called keloids. Basically, when your body overheals itself, started as bumps every now and then that will burst open, that look like regular acne. Then they started to just connect and make the web basically on my chest. In the earlier stages of having my keloids, I honestly didn't understand it or how to feel about it. I wasn't in the mirror so much. There would be times where I would just wash my face, turn the lights off. Mentally, it messed with my confidence. I had a depression from it, but mainly worried about focusing on what other people think and kind of being in a shell. But slowly but surely, I just started wearing tank tops in the gym to where I would feel like I'm overcoming whatever's battling on the outside or inside. It was something new, something completely different. I want to work towards being a world champion, but this journey is more about self-improvement more than it is receiving any medals or anything. Being a champion is nice, but I need to see the real meaning of what I'm doing. When I see myself in the mirror now, just see myself and love myself. I look past the scars and just see a person who doesn't want to accept the norm. It's an African proverb, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
スピード感が一番好きです。怖いとは思ったことはないです。野田じいじです。11歳です。レーシングドライバーです。ダメよ、話して。レースを始めたのは3歳です。お父さんがF1レーサーでかっこいいなと思ったのでレースを始めました。
3歳の誕生日の時にレーシングカートを与えて乗せたっていうのが、やるきっかけになった。本当に大人に全く負けないような走りを F4 ではできるようになった。
今まで数えきれないぐらいのレーシングで数えきれないぐらいの優勝してます。
次のものを与えてもまた一つの成長するチャンスとして生かすことができるぐらいの技量になってきたなっていうのを見ていて感じたので、その次のステップの F3 さらに速いマシンをですね与えたっていうのがちょうどこのタイミングだったわけですね。
今は F3 の方が難しいと思ってます。
4と F3 はもうかなり大きな違いがありますね。エンジンのパワー、ダウンフォース、コーナリングのスピード。小学生で F3 に乗ったような子が世界中でいないんじゃないかなと思いますね。ここまで覚悟をしてやっている子供のレーシングドライバーっていうのは過去にはいなかったと思うし、親としては自分の子供がやりたいことを精一杯応援するだけ。
別に止められるようなことは言ってない。ちょっとちゃんと気をつけてやるんだよとは言われるけど、危ないからやめてとかそういうのは言われない。全然
別に明日レーシングドライバーをやめるって言ってもそれはそれだし、だから彼女がやりたいように好きなことを一生懸命やってくれるのが希望。
将来の夢は、F1 レーサーになることと優勝することです。
When my little
brother Lucas was born, my parents were told that he wouldn't walk or talk, and the doctors even said he might not make it to his 10th birthday. But today, a few months away from his 10th birthday, we're doing our 15th triathlon together. My name is Noah Aldridge, and this is my brother Lucas Aldridge. Lucas, you gotta stop talking. Gotta get the guy, Lucas.
Noah is 11 and Lucas is 9, and Lucas was born with a rare genetic neurologic condition called lissencephaly. He's unable to walk, unable to talk, he's unable to feed himself, but despite all of his challenges, he's the happiest little boy that you'll ever meet.
About 4 years ago, our boys started doing triathlons together. In most cases, that wouldn't be a big deal. A lot of kids do triathlons, but there's something very special about the way our boys do triathlons.
I pull Lucas in a raft for the swim portion. Then I pull him in a bike cart during the bike, and I push him in a running cart during the run. I wanted to do this because Lucas can't do things like we can. He can't really play sports, so this is something we could do together. Currently, we're training for our 15th triathlon, which is this weekend. Before the race, I always feel nervous. I don't think I'll ever get over that. I just don't want to hurt Lucas. I don't care if I win the race, he just has to be okay.
Before the race, Lucas gets serious and he gets his race face on and they're ready to compete. They swim around 200 yards. Then they transition to a bike. They'll go usually about 3 to 5 miles.
And then they'll run about a mile. Noah's strong physically and especially mentally because he's truly only doing these races for his brother.
Sometimes I feel like, it's gotta be over soon, right? But I just hear Lucas. That's how he says, go faster.
Every day is precious with that little boy. I try to soak in the experience because we don't know how long the boys will be able to do triathlons together. Any one of them could be their last. What these boys accomplished gives me an immense sense of pride.
Noah and Lucas are an inspiration. People see these two young boys and it gives them hope and it gives them encouragement to go out and tackle life challenges.
I'm not sick when I run. Like I'm just so normal. You wouldn't think someone who goes unconscious like 14 times a day runs. Like you just wouldn't put it that way. My name is Katie Cook. I'm 20 years old. I live in Dublin, Ireland, and I love running. I was diagnosed with 2 types of epilepsy when I was 9 years old, one of which is frontal lobe epilepsy. So at the moment I have 14 seizures in a 24-hour period. They used to be 16, 17, so we're coming down slightly, which is woo.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I was getting really bad dizziness from my medicine. So I went into the hospital and they loaded me, which is a term for epileptics when you're going on like a new medicine, and I didn't wake up until 6 days later. I was immobile for about the guts of 2 years. I moved from being in a wheelchair to being in a Zimmer frame. When I gradually started getting back into running, it kind of gave me this newfound energy. I don't know why. I put on my running boots and started running. I feel like it's so cliched, but you kind of feel like on top of the world, that you could do anything. Like I don't feel sick anymore until I have a seizure, obviously. And I'm like, damn it.
You alright?
It's an amazing feeling, like all the endorphins like pulsing through your body, and it's great. Like it's honestly like amazing. I train alone for most of my runs like during the week. However, I do have a pal for my races, like official races, which is Dr. Colin Doherty.
So I have two roles. So first of all, I'm her doctor. The other role I play, which is to be her partner in running. My job is to make sure that when Katie has a seizure, if she's running, that nobody carts her off the course. Oh, Katie's having a seizure. So before I knew Katie, she would run races, and if they were in public, people would, you know, quite reasonably insist that she be carried off the course, much to her displeasure. So my job is to say no, announce that I am her doctor, and that she's fine and she'll recover, and then she gets up and she runs.
I don't let anything really get in the way of living life at all. I just don't think it's the way to go. I suppose, yeah, I don't let epilepsy get in the way at all.
Football, it's a 360-degree game. There's no padding. There is a high risk involved in it because it is a full contact sport, and yeah, you really can cop it from any angle, but we're pretty tough and we get straight back up from tough hits.
GWS's first goal.
I'm Chloe Malloy and I'm a women's footballer. Let's go, girls.
AFL, or the Australian Football League, is best described as a combination of rugby, football and soccer.
I think if you ask any Australian, it's a really big deal. It defines us, it's a part of our culture. I think everyone has an AFL team that they support. My uncle played football for Collingwood, so I grew up watching him and I immediately wanted to do it. Back when I was a little girl, I actually played football for 3 to 4 years, but then there's that drop-off that a lot of girls have because there is no pathway into a women's sporting career.
In 2017, a women's league was officially introduced.
The king. Good stretch from the All-Australian.
The AFL Women's changed the path of life for me that I never thought I'd have.
Great work in the contest from Chloe Malloy.
It's brought out the little girl's dream that I had back when I did play football. I think the AFL Women's is breaking down a lot of barriers that once existed amongst women in sport. No matter what race, what sexual identity you are, it really doesn't matter and anyone can play. Some people just don't agree that women should be playing football, so that's probably a challenge that I face and that the whole league face as well. The best way to react to all the criticism is just not to react at all and keep doing what we enjoy. One hope that I have is that if any little girl or boy flicks on the TV, they know full well that that's a sport that they can go into, no matter if it's being played by men or women.